What I thought I'd do today is explain how to get a grove or a forest started in bonsai. I was going to try to do with live plants, but I think this system I came up with might work better. Most of the time when you're making a grove, it's like a little forest, right? So it should be a formal upright or a straight trunk. So that's what this represents. There is two distinct approaches. One is the way Mr. Komai had taught us, with the big tree in the back. But John Naka, one of our founding bonsai masters of the United States, he likes the big tree in the front. Since my teacher, sensei, was Mr. Komai, I'm going to follow that method. But from time to time, I'll flip it around so that you could see your choices. To me, it really doesn't matter. It's just a matter of approach. So number one tree, slightly in the back. And then we go with number 2 and number 3. So number 2 is to the right and number 3. Okay, now it could change configurations, but this is one of the approaches. Well, my tree is not that effective looking from the sides, but what we're trying not to do is to have trees line up. So these are well spaced so that it's not lined up. And then there's a triangle that's formed here. It should not be equilateral. So triangle, 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 triangle. Okay, now let's make our forest bigger. We'll add 2 more trees. Okay, that's one way, but that's not the only way, right? It could be like that. Check in the side view, make sure they don't line up. Okay, if you put the big tree on the front, then you get all this depth in the back. But if you put the big tree in the back, it kind of invites you in. So you could see that either way, there is the logic behind it, right? Okay, thinking about how things are in the forest, the number 1 tree is the big tall one, and as it grows, it wants to maybe take over, so a lot of these trees start to lean away. See? So, you know, all these are variable, but go with number 1 tree, number 2 tree, number 3 tree, and then you start to add more. So we could add a couple more, and then you have a massive forest. Another view from the back side. Okay. So I bet half of you that's watching this like this better, and the other half will like the other. So like I said, it's just a matter of taste. Some of you like one way and the other like the other way. So anyway, I was trying to keep this very simple and schematic so that you don't get bogged down with trees. Yeah, I tried the trees a couple times. It's okay, but a lot of people get distracted. Ooh, look at the nice leaves. Okay, this way all you are seeing is placement. You know, you could do all kinds of things with these trees. So I don't know, maybe what you should do is make up these cutouts and go ahead and keep practicing. Because, well, the problem with these is that it has no branches. So a lot of times, and when you're placing, they have this conflict. But I just wanted to show you how to do the placement today. If I get to doing everything, then it gets all confusing. So I'm trying to keep this very simple, and hopefully you're getting something out of this. Okay, so here's another type of arrangement. No big deal. Keep practicing and see what form you like best. Now, the other thing you could do is you could use branches, but you know, this way it's very simple, and I think it's much easier to understand because you're not bothered by a lot of the details that you get into the plants. Anyway, so the only thing I'm trying to cover today is the placement of trees in a grove. So anyway, this is Hiro saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter.